Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.
From the heart of Wakaliga slum in Kampala, a local production house brings you Uganda's most prolific action genre film studio.
My audience is those people who love action and horror, mostly.
This is a guy who's built all of this. He's got all these people together from all over parts of Uganda, the world now. Has all this body of work, but no one knew him. He's a legit, serious filmmaker, and again, I'm a little crazy, but I put him on par with the best of the best, man. Whether like Almodovar, like Scorsese. It sounds crazy, but I put him on that freaking level.
Action!
This is Wakaliwood. This is Inside Africa.
Welcome to Wakaliwood! Wakaliwood is an action studio or film area. The word is just a combination of two, wood and Wakaliga. This is where I grew up and where also the first action movie in Uganda was made. So that's why I call it Wakaliwood.
And all of the action happens right here, in director and Wakaliwood founder Isaac Nabwana's backyard. From the writing to the filming, the editing, and even the special effects.
In the 80s, Uganda started having, local cinema halls. So my brother used to escape to those local cinema halls and he used to watch movies. So he could come back and tell me stories of, the movies. When I was growing up, I only knew all film stars were all action stars. I knew of, Rainbows, Schwarzenegger, Jet Li, so there's Bruce Lee, Wang Yu. My favorite is Chuck Norris.
Isaac's journey began as a child growing up in the slum, fueled by his brother's reenactments and a love for kung fu. He dreamt about one day making his own action films, much to his family's dismay.
I think all artists have faced that in Uganda. It was totally negative, and especially my grandmother. She never wanted me to do movies. I respect her, and I always tell her that we're a God-respecting person. So respect God, because God gives you a talent, and you have to utilize it. My sisters and brothers never thought that I could make it. Like Robert, the one who used to tell me stories. We joined together, Kung Fu, and we did a lot of, martial arts training. But I told him that one day I'll make a movie. He said, no, you cannot make it, because movies, you need millions of dollars to make movies. But I told him, no, I will make one. Okay, action!
Today, Isaac has made more than 40 Wakaliwood films, and everyone from his brother Robert to his kids are part of the crew. Beyond an industry, this is a community, home to a collection of colorful characters and a slum cat called Famous, who all eat, live, and sleep Wakaliwood.
We are family here, so we work together, but there are some who are majoring or some who are aiding the departments, because we have departments. Like the props department is headed by Dauda Bisaso. The makeup department is headed by my wife, Harriet. And the rehearsing room is headed by Kaziwe Ronald, who is the general here at Wakaliwood. Have also some assistants like Bashir, who are also learning, and they're also assisting me in editing and other stuff like, shooting.
And they all play multiple roles in this world. Director and cameraman, actor and producer.
My role in Wakaliwood it's not just one. Like, I have many roles. I do makeup, I do editing, I'm a camera woman, I'm the one in charge of the marketing, I handle the kids. Oh, yeah, I do a lot.
Perhaps the most industrious of the lot is Dauda. Actor, props master, electrician, mechanic, and visionary. He has made every single one of the props on their sets, including this chopper, which has become their own iconic Wakaliwood sign.
Who killed Captain Alex?
That helicopter came when there was a need while shooting. Who killed Captain Alex?
Helicopter.
We tried so much to engage private airlines to hire a helicopter, but we could not afford it. So then, Isaac came to me and told me, Dauda, start building a helicopter. I asked him, do we have the materials that will build a helicopter? And Isaac said, you know our motto here, use what is available to reach us to what we need. From there, I went around, looked for scraps and started it all. So far, it has taken us 3 years building that helicopter, and I'm hoping to complete it within the next year.
It may not be able to fly yet, but that minor detail doesn't deter them.
Yeah, it is a scene about, the paratroopers getting down, and it's, the chopper is, in fact, we use the crane. The truck, as you see, it lifts it up, and then they also climb, and when it is up, and then they dive in this water, as you see here.
From the outside, it may not look like much, but if you delve beneath the surface, you will find a place where even the wildest of dreams take flight.
We're not Ugandawood. We say we're Wakaliwood. We're the village. We don't say that we are like Uganda. We don't claim to represent the country, because a lot of people get upset at that because they know we can do. Uganda has proper films.
But no one is making action movies like they do in Wakaliwood. From commandos jumping out of incomplete helicopters to zombies.
Cut.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch for easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
It's time to shine a new light on home security. Introducing Spotlight Cam by Ring, a motion-activated security camera.
You guys lost?
With powerful lights and an alarm.
We was looking for Jimmy.
180 degrees of advanced motion detection. Smart alerts to your phone.
I have you on camera, you need to leave.
So you always know what's going on. For smart security in every corner of your home. Available at ring.com.
What I'm doing is I'm editing what I did yesterday. Normally, what I do is I film, and after filming, I edit that very night or the following morning to find out what I can add in, because if I don't do that, we might lose the setting. Our set might be destroyed because we have small space, and if we destroy it, then I will lose the continuity.
This is how Isaac approaches every film he directs, and they are all made right here in Wakaliwood.
I love all my works, but according to the people, Who Killed Captain Alex is one of the best.
Made in 2010, Who Killed Captain Alex is a comedy action kung fu movie that they made for under $200. Isaac's ingenuity has earned Wakaliwood a reputation internationally and draws visitors from far and wide.
For me, I don't believe that I'm an African, so I only need, support from... No. We are in a global village. We need each other's support. So whoever wants support from me, I give it to him.
6 years ago, New York film buff Alan Hoffmanis arrived on Isaac's doorstep and has never left.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think the question is so much how did I get here, it's like how am I going to get out at this point? Well, the short story is well, my girl dumped me the day I bought the wedding ring, and 2 weeks later I became a Ugandan action movie star. And what happened was I was in a bar on St. Mark's Place with a friend of mine, and to cheer me up, he showed me on his iPhone just this 90-second trailer of Who Killed Captain Alex, Uganda's first action movie. And it already had millions of views, and people were laughing because I thought it was genius. I thought it was great. And so that night, I bought an airline ticket to Uganda. I've never been here before. I think I bought the world's most expensive movie ticket.
Today, Alan lives right here in Wakaliga and is an integral part of the team as co-producer, distributor, and actor. His roles include Chuck Norris and Jesus, and in their upcoming film, Eaten Alive, he even plays both Chuck Norris and his brother.
So tonight I play the older brother of Chuck Norris, or so they think, who's a real-life commando who seeks bloodthirsty revenge against the cannibal night dancers and zombies who have eaten him.
3 years down the line, Eaten Alive is in the final stages of filming and is one of 3 movies Isaac is currently working on.
How did I come up with stories of my movies is a little bit changing day to day. Ideas keep on coming, and I also go into my rehearsing room. That is where I find all actors and actresses. We sit together and we discuss my idea. But nowadays, what I do is I also include my customers, my audience. I make the trailer first, and then I put it out, so they contribute. They give you ideas. Like this Eaten Alive, it was a news. A man's wife was eaten alive in Ilakai. So I said, no, let me make a movie out of this.
And so he did. It's a cannibal zombie movie that they spend their nights filming in Isaac's backyard, which is transformed into a new set by Dauda on an almost daily basis.
We are preparing a scene about land shake. It's like an earthquake. Sometimes we watch movies and we see, zombies, but we think this time it should be from underground. We just think, let us do something new.
While Isaac and Dauda set the scene, Isaac's wife, Harriet, puts the final touches on the actor's makeup, which she learned by watching YouTube videos.
I use different things on different zombies. Like I use toilet papers, office glue, and I make my own scar wax makeup.
Ugandan Ghetto Air Force.
Isaac refers to his films as action comedies, but his audience has had a tougher time defining the genre.
In the beginning, people were saying, oh, this is so bad, it's good, And then I would notice how people would say, no. They said, no, this is actually legit. If you look at, especially look at what they're working with, say. I think we don't know what this is yet. I actually think this is the beginning of a kind of new genre that doesn't yet have a name.
And the Wakaliwood crew has high hopes for Eaten Alive.
I'm telling you, Eaten Alive it's a Citizen Kane of Uganda. I'm trying to actually make it, and I'm going to succeed. I want it to be Uganda's first official submission for Academy Award. Eaten Alive in Uganda. They're going to hate us. But I'm totally serious about that.
Their surprisingly big fan base would agree and are eagerly awaiting the film's release.
Unless I'm mistaken, I think this has never happened before in the world where someone not just from the third world, but Isaac calls it the third world of the third world, but someone from a ghetto of a ghetto has become pop, has become adored by like 14-year-olds and such in Sweden and America and New Jersey, wherever. And it's not like it's ever happened before. And also the first time they could actually communicate directly. You know, you're buying DVDs like from us.
Action! This international audience has nicknamed Isaac the Tarantino of Uganda. Ironically, Isaac only recently learned who Tarantino is.
I don't have any director who influenced me, for sure, because I've just learned them. I'm just learning them, like David Cameron, like, you know, Tarantino.
Locally, the support for Wakaliwood is also growing.
I remember the first time I heard someone saying that I live in Wakaliwood, stranger. Because you'd hear Wakaliga is the village, Wakaliwood is the dream. I remember hearing that in town, like someone's going, I'm going back to Wakaliwood, and they live here. And it became such like a pride, man.
Despite the limited resources, virtually no budget, and sometimes even no electricity, Wakaliwood is reinventing how movies are made.
For me, I think the rest of the world should learn about us, like how to improvise, like not to fear to start. There is a saying here in our culture that blessings for those ones who look for them, who look for the blessings. Yeah, so blessings will not come when you're seated. They'll find you on your way, then you complete your dream.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch for easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Sunday, Iran's Foreign Minister Javad Zarif joins Fareed after President Trump lashes out.
I'm not meeting with them until they change their tune.
What does Zarif have to say? Fareed Zakaria, GPS. Sunday.
We are trying to practice Kung Fu. For me, it's now going 5 years here in the class. We train every Sunday from here, but the other training, we do it for ourselves. I really want to promote my talent through movies, because Kung Fu is not like boxing or kickboxing that we are going to go in tournament, we participate. Kung Fu, it just helps the body, and it's going to help me in movies.
Wakaliwood's love of Kung Fu started with just a few magazines.
Kung Fu, why am I much into Kung Fu is when I was growing up, we discovered that after Robert watching some, Chinese movies, which had the VJ on them, he understood the VJ. And then when we were passing in a Wino market one day, we saw some Chinese magazines with some Kung Fu movements. So we decided to buy them and started teaching ourselves. So we taught ourselves from childhood Kung Fu, and we knew that the benefit of Kung Fu was, first of all, self-defense and body fitness. And we knew it would help us one day to be in movies.
What started as a childhood dream has become integral to Isaac's films. Immense discipline through hours of Kung Fu practice is required for every aspiring actor, no matter the age.
The kids, they are called the Waka Stars. 3 of them are my biological kids, and 4 of them, they are my kids, but not biological. They're involved, they are musicians, they do martial arts, they act in movies.
5. And as a valuable part of the Wakaliwood community, these Waka Stars are not treated like children.
Even if when we are shooting, they know they can even control themselves. We don't chase them, because we feel like if these children one day will be, directors, will be actors, but we don't chase them. We tell them that keep quiet. Now they know how to conduct themselves.
For Isaac, inclusion of these kids is the key to a better Wakaliwood and a better Uganda.
How important it is to me to involve the youth. We know Uganda has got 70% youth, so I think of also employment, because I've seen so many youth, looking for jobs. And I think if we develop this industry and then become an source of employment, then it will solve that problem. But another reason why I want the youth to be part of this is that the market itself, if they are part of this, it will also attract them to watch our movies, and then it creates a market for the movies.
With open arms, Wakaliwood embraces anyone willing to participate. People come from far and wide, even walking, to be a part of the production.
People from all over Uganda have been part of this. One thing we don't do is we don't discriminate against, tribe or what. Whoever comes, what tribe, whatever tribe you are from, I give you, whatever region, I give you a chance, because for me, I believe art is art and it's a God-given thing. The reason why you came to me, maybe it is because God sent you to me, and I will lift your talent. So it's an effort, for me, I believe I don't chase anyone. That's why you see we have, people from northern Uganda, we have people from western Uganda, from eastern Uganda, central. So we bring together everyone.
And for many of these actors, it's home.
Wakaliwood is not just like a family. It is a family in the true sense. And in this community where we operate from, everyone is welcome and feels secure. This Wakaliwood family is better than my biological family.
Worlds away, there are those struggling to break into the film industry. But according to Isaac, you only need one thing.
What they should learn from Wakaliwood is maybe togetherness. Because I've been with so many people from Western countries, and when I ask them, do you have film industries in your country, they say, no, it is not possible. We don't have that money. But if you are together, what the advantages of being together is that, like for instance, if I have a problem with a car, and one of the crew has got a car, then we use his car. And if he has a house, then we can use his house. That's what I call togetherness. And even talent. Always, we have different talents. We bring together those talents, and then we become one, and then we do something out of our talents.
It's this fearlessness, true passion, and determination that have driven Isaac and Wakaliwood to where it is today.
Because for us, we sell our own movies. We sell them in villages. We sell them door to door. So we first, find out what really is inspiring you into the movie industry. And if it's passion, then we take you. So if you come here, that's why you see we are a team, we are a family.
Isaac and the story of Wakaliwood might be the first of its kind in Uganda.
I think this is the first time where someone like the third world like this has transcended into pop culture.
This popularity stems from one thing: love.
Very few people have that kind of passion and sensibility, that desire And Isaac does, it's like, you know, he tries to make everything as difficult and crazy as possible and new. Like, he wants to do things that he has never seen before. Because Isaac is really in love with the moment. Like, he's in love with, like, can we do this? He's doing it for the pure joy of doing it and for making people laugh, you know. People have said this, and I believe it. Like, Isaac's movies remind you why you love movies in the first place.
So what will the next generation of Wakaliwood look like?
I've been in like 5 action movies. When I grow up, I want to be a musician, and an actress, and a doctor.
The beginning is Wakaliwood, but there might be bigger things on the horizon.
Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.